Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be tiny garden big seed haul. So though I'm looking out the window and there is a ton of snow outside, the spring season is sneaking up on us. So I made sure to get my seed order in, and I'm very excited to share both the new seeds that I just ordered as well as just briefly showing you my seed collection. This is my second year of gardening, and I'm very excited. I'm hoping to ramp up food production, but before getting too far into this, if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Emily. On this channel, I mostly post bookish content, but I also want to share my love of gardening, my new love of gardening. We moved to this property in December of 2020. And so this past summer was my first time having a vegetable garden, and I'm very, very excited to share my progress. My gardening videos are more like a gardening diary, sharing my fails and triumphs, not really like educational or tutorial based. I just want to share like what I'm doing and also get feedback from you guys. If you guys are gardeners, I love getting advice from others and continue learning. That's enough rambling. I would love it if you would subscribe before heading out, and let's get into my seed order. The biggest portion of today's seed haul I ordered from Revival Seeds, which is like in the same province as me, not really like local, but a Nova Scotian seed company, which I'm very happy to support. And I got quite a few seeds from them. One thing I noticed, I guess I could show you, here's their logo, that's a little better. They are a smaller company, obviously, but I want to support more small businesses, more local businesses. And one thing that I hope they will improve upon, as they grow, is their seed packages. While it's absolutely beautiful, each package is the same, and it just has, a sticker for what the seeds contained are. And so I need to go on the website to actually see things, but it is also included on my receipt here. So that's what I will be showing. If it doesn't work out, I'll pop in pictures. So let's hop into it. I use onions almost every single day. I didn't even try growing onions last year, but I did get both a white and a red onion. So first I have the red Westerfield onion, and I will be doing a video on starting these, just a standard red onion. And then I got the Ailsa Craig onion. This is more of a white onion. I'm in zone 5B, but our last frost date isn't until mid to late May. So I have not started my onions yet, though I will be starting them in the next week or two, and I would love to do a video on that as well. Next, I got two new pepper varieties to try. The first is an early jalapeno pepper. I would love to be able to make salsa this year with the things I grow in my garden. I only did green peppers, like green bell peppers last year, and would like to dive into a more hot pepper. I still don't have a lot of gardening space, so I'm trying to be very selective. And then I also got the Chester Reese pepper, which is like a sweet red pepper, and I'm hoping that that will give me a bit more variety in my pepper plants. Two new tomato varieties. I got the Martino's Roma tomato. I really want to increase my tomato production. I loved having fresh tomatoes in my garden. I only had one variety last year. I need them to be determinate varieties, so I went with the Martino's Roma tomato, because I would like to, make pasta sauces, pizza sauce, maybe some ketchup. I really want to dive into canning this year as well. So a paste tomato was one that I really wanted. And then this was bought on a whim. This is the striped German tomato. I just thought it looked really great. And while this is technically an indeterminate variety, it said in the description on the website that it has a very sturdy stalk and really doesn't grow that big. So I am banking on that and hoping that just a tomato cage will keep this tomato plant in check. I think I'm only going to do 2 plants of this one and just see how it goes. But it was a very interesting looking tomato, one I've never seen before, like locally to me. I've seen it on maybe not this exact variety, but I've seen cool looking tomatoes on other people's channels. I really fell in love with basil last year, but I had to keep getting it from the store because I didn't try to grow it myself. And Jill from Whispering Willow Farms always raves about different kinds of basil, so I got 2 to try. I got Miss Burns lemon basil as well as the Genovese basil. I'm not sure. Again, trying to expand my gardening knowledge, dipping into some herbs, and basil is my favorite fresh herb, and I don't have a dehydrator or anything, so I thought this would be the best bet to get started. And I loved fresh basil in like a roasted tomato sauce, like pasta sauce. It was so good. My kids requested broccoli. We didn't try to grow this last year. This is the Calabrese broccoli. And this is another one I'm going to be doing a video on starting. I don't know how that's going to go, but again, just trying to try some new things. I got the Eastern Black Wax Bean. I believe this is more of a yellow bean. This is a bush bean variety. Again, I don't have a way to like trellis anything at the moment. And we had a lot of fun with our green bush beans last year, so I decided to pick up a yellow variety. I got 2 different kinds of squash, which I realized I didn't need to pick these up, but I got the Moonshine spaghetti squash. I really love spaghetti squash, but I think I'm the only one in my family, so probably just 1 plant of this to give it a try. And then I got the Waltham Graysville butternut squash. It's supposed to be really shelf stable, so I hope so. Again, ramping up food production, just trying to lower the grocery bill through gardening, and squash should be really hardy and hopefully abundant, and I hope my family eats them. I know I will, at least. And then my husband requested to try growing some turnip. So I got the purple top white globe turnip. Seems a pretty classic variety. He really loves turnip and the rest of the family doesn't really. My family has a wide variety of tastes, so it's kind of hard to determine what to grow a lot of. I pretty much eat anything. I don't mind turnip, I'll eat it. But again, probably not one I'm going to plant a ton of. I really wanted beets last year, and the beets that I had just didn't produce for me. So I'm trying a bigger variety, and this is the Detroit Dark Red Beet. I would love to can some beets. Everyone in my family loves canned beets, and I love roasting them as well with some sweet potato. And I really, really hope we can get some beets this year because I didn't get any from my own garden last year. And again, my carrots were kind of sad looking, so I'm trying a different variety. I'll still plant out the seeds that I already have, but I'm going to try different kinds of seeds from different companies as well to see what works the best. So I got the Danvers half long carrot. These look like thicker carrots, a little bit shorter and more of a blunt end on them instead of like thin, spindly, classic looking carrots. So I'm hoping that these do well. So those were all of the seeds that I got from Revival Seeds. Again, trying to support local, but of course I didn't stop there. Next, we were at, I think, Home Depot or like a similar kind of store, and they have a ton of seeds out right now, and I just couldn't help myself to fill in some gaps. So I picked up some nasturtiums. You're gonna see some flowers in here, some herbs. Nasturtiums are edible as well as beautiful. So I'm going to give these a try in my garden. I'm going to be interplanting these types of things just around the produce. I couldn't pass up these beautiful sunflowers. They are Evening Sun. And the sunflowers I grew last year were a giant sunflower variety, and they gave me so much joy. So I picked these ones up. I got the Neon Calendula, again, very beautiful and also edible or like useful. I know Becky from Acre Homestead made like a calendula salve, and I would love to try doing things like that. I am trying to be more homesteader-like. I got a marigold. I think these are great for pest control as well as beautiful. I hope to interplant these with my tomatoes and hopefully help with some pests and as well as pollinators. So this is the Cracker Jack marigold. I picked up a zinnia mix. I really hope to get a variety of colors. These are just so beautiful. And then another herb that I want to try is parsley, just classic parsley. I feel like I'll get a lot of use out of this. And if you're following along with my gardening last year, you'll know that the bulk of my seeds came from this package I got off of Amazon. It's called My Little Vegetable Garden, and it has 10 varieties of seeds included. They're here. And while I did order off Amazon, it actually came from Halifax Seed, which is also in Nova Scotia. So next time, although I probably won't have to purchase one of these, I would purchase it from the Halifax Seed website now that I know. But I did know it was, you know, for Canadian climate. It wasn't weird foreign seeds or anything, so I wasn't concerned about them, but I was really happy with the variety. And I knew I wanted celery, but everywhere I was ordering from, celery was sold out. So I went on the hunt and I found another variety seed pack on Amazon, and this one comes from Limitless Growth, which is on the west coast of Canada. So again, a Canadian company, though I did purchase it from Amazon. And this had celery contained, but also has peas, lettuce, red lettuce, carrots, spinach, beets, kale, romaine lettuce, and radishes. And I really want to try more greens especially. And I was happy with my peas, but I would like to try some more varieties. I actually haven't opened this to see what the actual varieties are. So let's do that together. I can have these linked down below if you're Canadian as well and would like to try and find some seeds. I feel like these are great economical packages, because while you're not getting the amount of seeds that you get when you buy packages like this, these are like $3 or $4 depending on the variety, whereas you can get 10 different things for $20, so roughly half the price. And for a garden my size, I'm not running through seeds that quickly, so I personally would rather have the smaller packages and a wider variety. Okay, so let's see what the varieties we have here are. We have spinach Monstro de Veroflay. That is French, and I am not great at French. Romaine is the little gem variety. Red Russian kale, I do recognize that, and it is different from what I already have. Tom Thumb lettuce, again, a different variety. This is really great. Tall Utah celery, which is what I bought this whole thing for. Cylindra beets. I don't love the font that they chose, but whatever. French breakfast radishes. Alderman tall telephone peas. I wonder if these are a bush variety. I'll have to do some research on these. Red salad bowl lettuce and scarlet Nantes carrots. Again, I don't know how to pronounce that, but I do recognize that name from like seed catalogs and things like that. So overall, I'm very happy with the variety in there. I think the My Little Vegetable Garden, the one from Halifax Seed, had a larger variety, whereas this one from Limitless Growth has more greens, but I'm still very happy with that. So those are all of the new seeds I added to my collection. That is a ton, especially considering my limited gardening space. However, I'm very excited that my dad is actually going to build me some more raised beds as a birthday gift. So my gardening space will be increasing this year, which is just so exciting. But now I want to show you the seeds that I already have in my existing collection, seeds I got last year. Starting off with the My Little Vegetable Garden. Again, if you watched my videos last year, these should be familiar to you, but I have Black Beauty Zucchini, Dwarf Blue Curled Kale. This did really well for me last year. Space Master Cucumber, Bloomsdale long-standing spinach, the provider bean. These did really great. They're just standard like green beans, a very popular variety that I see everywhere. California Wonder peppers. These were really good. Green bell peppers, black seeded Simpson lettuce, sugar and peas. Ooh, Scarlet Nante carrots. So this is a double, and these didn't do that great for me. So maybe this same variety, but from a different seed company, will do better. We will have to see. And the Scotia tomato did amazing, maybe because it is like designed for Nova Scotia, and that's why it did so well. I don't know. I'm going to be planting this, of course, again this year. And lastly, we just have some like one-offs, things I picked up when I was at the farmer's market or the grocery store, just places like that. I just buy seeds wherever I can. I got these too late in the season last year to plant, but I'm excited to plant them this year. These are peaches and cream zinnias. So another zinnia variety to try out. I think zinnias are so beautiful. The cat is falling off the table and destroying the place. Early Wonder beets, these did not perform well for me. They said that they are a standard 2-inch diameter beet, and I didn't get a single beet. So I might plant a handful of these just to try them again. Maybe in my new beds when they have like really fresh soil and compost in them, even though I tried to dress up my beds well last year, but I'm more gonna focus on the other beet variety that I already picked up. The American Giant sunflower, I grew this last year and I loved them so much. Oh, should I be telling you where these are from? So these are from Vessie's, which again is an Atlantic Canadian brand as far as I know. These are from Sutton's, which is a UK company, and my beets were from Halifax Seed. Then I have a spaghetti squash from OSC. I forgot I had these, or I wouldn't have bought another spaghetti squash because I didn't grow these at all last year. These come from Ontario, so another Canadian brand. Same with these rattlesnake pole beans. I did grow these last year on a like vining trellis that was against the house, and I moved it to my garden. It didn't work the best as like something for these to climb on, but I'll probably do that again this year because it worked just fine. The early Scarlet Globe radish, these were supposed to be uniform 1-inch globes, and I got a couple, but not anything to be that excited about. I have the early Copenhagen Market cabbage. I was really happy with my cabbage last year. The Waltham butternut squash, I'm pretty sure it's the same variety I bought from the other place. These didn't grow for me last year, so oops. And lastly, I have a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin, which the kids are very excited about. Again, these didn't grow last year because I didn't put them in a very good spot. I'm going to just put these right in the compost bin as well as on a corner of one of my beds to hopefully get a couple jack-o'-lantern for the kids. Now that I've been talking for over 20 minutes showing you all these seed packets, I can't believe how many seeds that I have. This is a crazy amount, especially considering I only have 2 4x8 raised beds and then my in-ground garden, which I'm trying really hard to get to be a productive space with lots of compost and soil amendments, but soil was like hard as rock when we moved here. So I don't know, but I'm hoping to get 2 more raised beds that are 4x10 or 4x12. We still need to measure and it's hard to know in the snow. And now I'm in the midst of like garden planning, what's going where, how much of each, and really if you have any advice to give me, I would love to have it because this is quite overwhelming. Now the cat is getting into my seeds. Let me know what you're growing in your garden. Is it going to be your first year gardening? Are you a seasoned gardener? Let me know. Let me know what variety you are most excited to plant, whether it's one you plant every year or something new that you are trying. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.